the Metacritic Roundup for this week. Let's start with the smaller one here. Blacktail. This is a first-person, kind of like, it's not a survival game, but it's like just saying like action-adventure feels so like general. You're using like a bow and arrow to fight off monsters. It's like the story of the Baba Yaga and whether you're going to be bad or good. Seems interesting enough. A small, like, bite-sized indie game. This has an 80 on Metacritic on PC, and a 75 on the PlayStation 5, and is unscored on the Xbox Series X, although it is releasing on all three of those platforms. Justin, what do you think?
I think this game looked kind of interesting. Looking at it, like, you basically play like a witch who's trying to prove your innocence by doing witchcraft, it seems. And you can either choose to do good or bad witchcraft in the game. So I think there is like a lot of like story-based choices you can make about how you want to do it, but it also seems like really kind of goofy in a weird way. Like, I don't know what the vibe of the game is based off like the trailers and previews of it, because it obviously, you know, you're a witch with an evil voice inside of your head trying to like tell you to do bad things, but then you're talking to like mushrooms that are like telling you to kill people, and then other mushrooms are telling you not to kill people. Yeah. It's like, but I think it just seems to be a lot, and like I think there's a lot of crafting elements in it as well. Yeah. I was looking at some previews of it, and they were saying how if you're a bad witch, your combat skills are better, but if you're a good witch, your crafting skills are better. So there's different ways to go about playing the game. And it really seems to be kind of like, I think, scoring pretty well, all things considered, based on what people are saying. DualShockers, for instance, gave it a 9.8, and they say, a beautiful, touching piece of work that's bound to stick with you long after you finish it. Blacktail is a world worth getting lost in. And just a quick note about this, there's not that many reviews. The PC has 7 reviews currently on Metacritic, and the PS5 has 5 different reviews for it. The Gamer, on the opposite end of the spectrum, gave it a 6 out of 10, saying, my time with Blacktail was frustrating, not because it was a pain to play or the writing was awful, but because there's a strong game buried underneath some strange design decisions and disappointing performance issues. If you have the patience to see past some petty major flaws, then you That's an interesting phrase. Yeah. That's a stupid phrase. Then you might get some enjoyment out of Blacktail. It's one to skip for the rest of you, though, and that's a real shame. So, I mean, this is like I think looks like one of the first games the studio has released, the Parasite studio. So this is, you know, a beautiful looking first attempt, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you've got some people saying that this is like fantastic in a world worth getting lost in, as you said, or rather, as DualShocker said, what even is that website? Never even heard of it.
Who know that in this call right now?
Yeah. But hey, I think that you're absolutely right that a good first attempt here. Although it was published by Focus Entertainment, and they've got a lot going on. Recently, they published Evil West. They've got Atomic Heart coming in February. They published Plague Tale Requiem on PC. Look at you, Focus Entertainment.
They are focused on a good year. You know what I mean?
Wow, Justin, I loved that. I loved it.